Can Funko avoid being the next Magic the Gathering? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And when you see me sitting like this, you know we're about to get into a rant. Now, last week I told you guys that things were okay with Funko, and I still believe that for right now. However, that doesn't mean that it's all sunshine and rainbows. Now, most of you don't know that while I'm not the biggest Magic the Gathering fan or player, my partner Dan, the elf, is very big into it, and him and I talk about the two companies often, and I actually learned to play a little bit. And say what you want, it is a very intricate and difficult game to learn, but that's besides the point. I also love watching this Magic the Gathering channel called Alpha Investments, mostly because Rudy, the guy who owns the channel, talks mostly about the finance side of MTG as well as Pokemon, MetaZoo, and other TCGs. So before I get into this rant, please watch this clip.
What's happening, you may ask? Glad you asked, Timmy. Buckle up. Magic the Gathering, which is a trading card game, generates about 15% of Hasbro's total top-line revenue, and as much as a third of the entire company's profit margin. We've spoken with several players, collectors, distributors, local game stores around the country, world, blah, 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 and have become aware of growing frustration. The primary concern is that Hasbro has been overproducing Magic the fucking Gathering cards, which has propped up Hasbro's results, but it's destroying the long-term value of the brand. Because they're morons! In a client note. In order to maintain the high growth from Papa Hasbro in this business after the pandemic, Hasbro came up with more frequent set releases, more products in each set, and wider distribution.
If you enjoyed that impassioned rant, go give his channel a watch. It is awesome. But if you take out the words Magic the Gathering and put in Funko Pops, would you agree with what he's saying? Maybe. Maybe a little. While Funko is nowhere near the terrible situation that MTG is in right now, if they aren't careful, they could end up there sooner than we think. Now, one thing I want to point out is while the new MTG stuff is tanking and holding no value, the older stuff is still holding strong with their values. That is important, because all of the Chicken Littles running around talking about Funko is done, saying that you will lose all your money holding Grails, I completely disagree. I think that if they don't change some things, that the new stuff might lose value, but the old stuff, that's still holding strong. That is, their value is safe. So, what are the danger signs? Overproducing of pops and whole lines. This one we all know. Every pop feels like it has 10 different variants. And as for lines, can anyone say chrome or blacklight? Seriously, blacklight was such an awesome idea, and those first original 4 Avengers looked amazing. And Spider-Man and Carnage were huge hits. Then every pop got a blacklight, pretty much, or on its way there. And now, they're sitting on the shelves. Also, it used to be 1 Funko Shop drop a week. At times, none. Now it's 3, 4, 5 times a week. I mean, who can keep up? Next one is sodas. Now, people loved these at first, and people still like them. People still think they're okay, but they're definitely not as popular as they were when they came out. And a trusted source tells me that they will be removing the piece count from sodas, which is, it's going to be a huge blow to sodas. It's, going to make them pretty much uncollectible. Why would Funko do this, you ask? I'm honestly not sure, but I can guess it's because they had a huge demand for them and they figured, why not make more? Lastly, for this video at least, Funko not too long ago said to their shareholders that they saw the secondary market and they were going to try to get a piece of it. And that is scary. Magic did a similar thing. They saw the secondary market and they decided to start selling something called Secret Liars, which is just selling individual cards in fancy packaging at resale pricing, which of course destroys the price of the card, but also makes their customers lose money. It's like if Funko released a special drop, glow-in-the-dark Jason, straight from them, and they charged $500 each. Now, a lot of people would buy them, of course. You know, the price has gone up, I mean, over 100% in the past 3 years. By doing that, the price of Jason would crash. I mean, who knows? 300, 200. But it is safe to say the people who bought it would lose a ton of money. Well, why does this matter? They have a pop that they want, right? Everything is fine. Well, I say not exactly, because there's a good chance that they can lose a lot of confidence in Pops and Funko, and I mean, they could say F collecting altogether. How about the people that already have one? Maybe they bought it at retail, maybe they bought it from a reseller, but how would they feel? Remember, they said that that pop would have been vaulted, never to be made again. Now they make it as a special drop, charge flipper prices. I mean, do you think a lot of people would like that? Probably not. Also, and this is very important, unlike Magic, Funko hasn't been around for 30 years. It also isn't a game, and a lot of people love it. If they make the same mistakes, people will run from this hobby. The moment these don't hold value, they will become the same thing that everybody has been screaming that they're going to become forever. And I'm not even gonna say it. Beanie Babies. Okay, there I said. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. Again, I don't think Funko would do some of these things. I think that they will be fine, probably make more mistakes, but that's okay. Please just learn from the mistakes of others. And also, value your customers, because without them, there is no Funko. There is no you. And just like without all of you guys, there is no H1K. I love and appreciate all of you. With that in mind, I am going to be holding off for any other uploads this week, and I will be back either Sunday or Tuesday with a big giveaway from Drip Shop. So stay tuned for that video. But as far as any other videos for the week, I am taking a break to clear my mind and get back into the creative content making, because everything that I feel like I'm posting is stale lately. So I'm gonna, clear the old noggin, and I will be back fresh to start next week. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And that's it. I love you guys.